With the thermostat removed, you can also check the piston for free movement. Insert a long metal rod or a long Phillips head screwdriver into the center section and push down on the piston. You should be able to feel the piston moving inside the mixing valve up and down. If the piston is not moving, the piston is stuck inside of there and the center section will have to be removed and inspected. To remove the center section, put a wrench on the top of the mixing valve and turn. Once loose, you can remove it from the valve and inspect the piston and liner area as it connects to the control cap casting. If it is clogged with sediment or debris, you can soak this entire center section in a vinegar solution or lime-away solution. If that doesn't work, remove the O-rings from the center section. Apply heat in the area where the stainless steel liner meets the casting to soften the thread lock glue and then unthread the liner free from the center section. Disassemble, clean as necessary, and replace. To reassemble the center section, start by inserting the push rod into the thermostat and then insert the entire push rod and thermostat assembly into the center section of the mixing valve. Finish by tightening down with a wrench. You can now check the piston assembly inside of the liner to ensure that it is properly aligned. Look closely at the holes on the bottom section of the liner and note the location of the piston. If the piston is halfway in between those holes, it is in the reset position. If not, insert a 5/32 Allen wrench in the top of the mixing valve and turn, as necessary, so that the piston blocks the holes in the liner halfway. At this point, you are ready to reassemble the center section back into the mixing valve. Drop your center section in place and tighten. Once the center section has been tightened, you can adjust the temperature as necessary to the desired set point. Then do a full performance test on the valve to ensure that it functions properly with hot or cold water shut off. If the valve still does not perform as necessary, replace the entire center section. Again, refer to the valve installation manual for repair kits that are available through your Bradley representative. Changing the center section out requires a tool on the control cap. Remove the center section in order to replace it with a different one for servicing. Once it is fixed or a new one is ready to be inserted, put it back in the valve and tighten it back down. Adjust temperature and perform a full performance test.